Welcome to the Biome Dome.
Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Jace.
And today we are in the eye of the Taiga.
The Taiga Zone!
Woo!
Take it through the Taiga! This week, we're in the East Siberian Taiga.
The taiga is a wonderful place consisting mainly of pines, spruces, larches, and it covers about 17% of the world. Fun fact, one of the trees living in the taigas, coniferous trees, never lose their needles during the winter.
Maybe it's too cool for that. Who knows?
Generally referred to as the Borealia or snow forest, the taiga is the world's largest land biome. Wow, look at this beautiful tree right here. Wow, what a lovely tree. I love trees so much. So much.
Have you ever been so cold that you can't feel your bones? Well, in the Taiga, you'll feel that way a lot.
The East Siberian taiga is subarctic and can have extreme temperatures ranging from its highest recorded, which was 104 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius, out to the lowest recorded, which was negative 85 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 65 degrees Celsius, with some places going even lower, especially when there is no cloud cover. This is due to Earth's tilt. Because of the taiga's location on the globe, the taiga region is usually turned away from the sun, especially during the winter. So when it is wintertime in the taiga, it is very cold and lasts very long. Winters within the East Siberian taiga are long and very, very, very cold, but also dry and without much snowfall. This lack of snowfall can be attributed mainly to the Siberian anticyclone. On the opposite side, summers are short, but strangely warm for such a northern location. Fun fact, many years ago, the taiga may have been completely covered in glaciers. We still see evidence of that today with how the glaciers, recedes, cuts, and depressions are still found today. For example, this picture right here is the Taiga crater that was most likely caused by these glaciers. Taigas, as they exist today, have only existed for the past 12,000 years since the beginning of the Holocene epoch.
Usually you would assume that a place with a ton of snow and a past of glaciers would have high precipitation because water melts. However, precipitation within the East Siberian taiga is low and can range from 8 to 24 inches, or 200 to 600 millimeters, decreasing as you go from east to west. This low precipitation can be blamed on two main factors: the intensely cold average temperatures of this taiga, and the fact that it's not too close in location to any large body of unfrozen water, such as an ocean. Another big factor to these freezing temperatures is wind. Taiga biomes, such as the one we are in right now, get most of its wind from the Arctic Circle.
The wind is bitterly cold, especially since we are in the season of winter in the taiga forest.
Speaking of location, the topography of the East Siberian taiga is marked by how varied it can be. There are places with wide, flat plains, as well as areas consisting of many ridges, towers, fissures, and sinkholes. That sort of landscape is called karst, and is a result of land underlaid with limestone that has since been eroded, which causes those ridges and such. There are little to no unfrozen large bogs and wetlands, which is very different from East Siberia's neighbor, West Siberia, another taiga which is most definitely jealous of East Siberia's beauty. Great news for those who love winter. In the East Siberian taiga, winter is most definitely the longest and most brutal, while its summers are short and hot. So while it does have seasons, the majority of the time, it's only winter. Taigas are located in the cold subarctic region in the northern hemisphere, which lies south of the Arctic Circle. Generally speaking, this is the area that exists between the northern tundra and southern temperate forests. Locations of taiga include Alaska, Scandinavia, our lovely Siberia, and even Canada. Cool little fact for you, the word taiga comes from the Russian word for the land of little sticks.
There are 5 main animals that live in the East Siberian taiga that we want to talk about today.
That includes the Amur tiger, the moose, Eurasian gray wolves, the Eurasian East Siberian lynx, and East Siberian brown bears. The Amur tiger, also sometimes called the Siberian tiger, is marked on the IUCN's Red List as an incredibly endangered animal whose population loss can be accredited to loss of habitat from deforestation and the fact that they are poached, hunted, and slaughtered for their fur and body parts. It's said that there are less than 500 left in the wild. Siberian tigers are the largest species of tiger, with males weighing up to 660 pounds and sometimes measuring up to 10 feet in length from their nose to the tip of their tails. These guys are noted for their reddish body, which is covered in narrow black transverse stripes, as said by the Russian Geographical Society. The pattern of every tiger is as unique as a human's fingerprint or a zebra's stripes. You will never find two tigers exactly alike. This reddish fur aids greatly in hiding the tigers from their prey, as they appear almost a dark greenish to those that they hunt. Additionally, the stripes confuse prey and also protect their back from any other animal who might want to attack them, as it's hard to see where their backs start and their front begins. Tigers are known most commonly for their huge size and giant antlers.
Have you ever seen a moose before? In real life, compared to a human, it's terrifying.
Really, really terrifying.
Most moose are a dark brown to black color. They have long, lanky legs like a foal, a loose, basically hanging muzzle, and a dangling, hairy dewlap called a bell, similar to a turkey's wattle. Moose have adapted to cold temperatures and their environment with a multitude of things. They have huge antlers, hooved feet, and long legs perfect for moving through both snow and on rock and grass. Fur with unique warming features, special gut modifications, special molars, and an incredible sense of hearing and smell. Eurasian gray wolves have a pale gray-brown coat with lighter undersides and a darker back and shoulders. There are not many differences between the Eurasian wolf and its North American cousins, but the Eurasian wolf has a slightly narrow head and longer ears. The main adaptations that Eurasian gray wolves have for their environment is their woolly fur, which provides insulation, and their long guard hairs, which keep out moisture. Additionally, their paws have fleshy pads and claws, which aid in traction and which can spread to provide better support while traveling on snow. Siberian lynxes can be a yellowish-brown to a reddish-gray color with black spots and markings on their face. These lynxes also have ruffs of hair on their face, short stubby tails with black tips, and long black tufts of hair which project from the tip of their pointed ears. When it comes to their adaptations needed for survival, lynxes are known to stay warm with their long, thick fur coat and their big paws with retractable claws which help them to claw on the snow as the claws push out and pull in.
Brown bears have long, dense fur that is usually dark brown but can be a lighter creamy shade. This is perfect for their environment. These changes in color are due to the sun. Lighter colors reflect the sun and darker colors absorb it. Brown bears have adapted to the environment by building winter dens to hibernate from October or November to springtime. Grizzly bears get their name due to the light-colored long guard hairs over the shoulders and the back that give them a pretty grizzled look from a distance. The 5 major plants and producers within the East Siberian taiga that we want to talk about today are the Dahurian larches, cranberries, Scots pine, Siberian fir, and the downy birch. The East Siberian taiga consists of mostly coniferous trees, which means they produce cones. In the understory, there are mostly wild berry bushes. Cranberries have oval green leaves and flowers that bloom in June. The berry itself is crimson and round and has a bitter taste. They have adapted to environments by being dormant during the winter so they do not die. Scots pine are perennial coniferous plants that have evergreen characteristics. They have oval cones that sprout flowers, and depending on gender, these flowers can be yellow or go to a purple. This tree is, as you may have guessed it, native to Scotland and spreads by seeds. The Scots pine does not need to make adaptations due to its incredible ability to adapt to a variety of climates. Next is the Dahurian larch. This coniferous tree can grow to be up to 100 feet tall. In the start of growing, this tree's bark is reddish, but as it gets older, turns into a dark brown. This tree has green needles and pollen cones, which are usually yellow in the color, and seed cones that are brown. A fun fact about this tree is that it is actually native to East Siberia. There are no known adaptations for this tree. The downy birch tree thrives in the cold, which is perfect with the taiga climate. This small tree is easy to find due to its white bark, which is on most birch trees. This tree has catkins, which are clusters of flowers, and these catkins spread during the spring. The only adaptations that are known are the flexible branches on the tree, which can hold snow if needed. The Siberian fir. The Siberian fir is a coniferous tree that is about 100 feet tall. This tree has green needles, brown bark, and yellow sprouts. The Siberian fir, like the Hurrian larch, can withstand many climates, but this tree thrives best in fairly humid or moderately cold climates.
Well, that about sums it up. Taigas are a place of infinite learning and education.
Thank you for watching. Once again, I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Jace.
And you are watching
the Biome Dome.